So hello everybody and welcome to the last mission of the Stalingrad campaign. We saw this intro in my previous episode as well, but I thought we'd rewatch it just to set the stage here. And we start imprisoned. Right, so first order of business here is to get out of jail with Tiny.
I'm ready, sir.
Whilst you are a prisoner, you must carefully consider your actions. Only approach enemies if you are going to attack them. And attack them we are. Right away. So the game actually throws you a bone.
Leave it to me, sir.
And gives you a gun also. Which I do not really need to use. Alright, so let's
Leave it to
take
me,
a
sir.
peek outside.
Done.
Actually, let's go hide because I think one of the soldiers will be coming for
Doing
us. And if I remember correctly, he will be carrying a pack of cigarettes on him. I think this guy comes. So let's wait a bit. Yeah, he does. All right. Oh, he will probably see me
Leave it to me, sir.
or not. Doesn't matter. We can knock him out.
Uh-huh.
Just for being on the safe side, I will stash everybody up here.
Doing it.
All right, so we get a uniform. I'm taking this just to give it to the German later on.
Done.
Well, not the German, the spy, I mean. He's actually French, just in case anybody wants to know that.
Uh-huh.
All right, so now the trick here is to lure one of these enemies away from the other. And we'll do this with this guy. We'll toss the pack of cigarettes right here.
Leave it to me, sir. Good.
And knock him out. All right, now the last one should be pretty easy because he stands there looking away from us for quite some time, so shouldn't have much trouble knocking him out.
Doing it.
And sure enough,
Doing
now
it.
we do not need to hide the bodies anymore.
Done.
And we have also a box here which gives us our first gun. We are going to be
Done.
retrieving all our weaponry along the way. But first we have to actually set our comrades free here.
Doing it.
What the bloody hell happened?
Oh, that scum bulldog is a traitor. He sold us out.
Where are we?
I have no idea, but I do know that we have to get the hell out of here.
Jesus, will this day never end?
Come on, let's go.
Alright, now we got the team back together, but bear in mind they do not have anything on them, right? So they are just following us
Leave it to
along
me,
now.
sir.
Actually, I should have taken everybody with me.
All ready, sir?
So there are two doors here. This one we cannot access. I'm guessing it's locked or something.
Let's go, sir.
So we're not gonna bother with that. And this cell, just in case you're wondering, is the cell we came from.
Let's go.
So no need to bother with that either. Alright, so now let's take Tiny and we will have to start clearing the rooms here.
Doing it. Uh-huh.
And the reason this section is easy is because actually nobody barges in at any point. So every enemy is confined to his own room, it seems. Alright, and we get Tiny's gear back here.
All done, sir.
Let's bring the rest of the group inside. And also start
Let's go, sir.
handing out weaponry.
Yes.
So I'm thinking I'm first gonna give a weapon to the sapper. This
Done.
way he can cover us now if need be. So you know what? It's not really necessary
Okay.
this early on, but just in case, it's always good in case you have to retreat very fast to an earlier room. It's always a good idea to leave somebody, you know, pointing at the door you just went in.
Doing it. Done.
Alright, so this room is actually empty of enemies, but lots of useful stuff in here.
All done, sir.
These are not gonna be really necessary for my strategy, but it's good to have, right? So why not?
All done, sir.
Alright, so now let's turn you towards this door.
Yes.
It's quick save. Always good to quick save before you enter a new door.
Done.
Alright, then we can kill him with a knife now.
Uh-huh.
Uh-huh. Right away.
And now we are going to descend. Yes. So, and I'll take Tiny down. Now be careful in this first area here. This guy patrols around, as you just see. Wait for him to make one pass, because he does them quite quickly. Right, and as soon as he starts leaving, then you can act.
Leave it to me.
And oh, by the way, there's an animation happening whenever you pick up an enemy. Don't let that animation finish. You can quickly click a second time on the body to pick it up very fast. So do that. Alright, now this guy is very fast for us to knife him. So we will use our gun here. And bear in mind, you have to keep a bit of a distance whenever you are shooting somebody. Because did you see how he advanced forward, right? Sometimes he will advance forward so quickly or stumble that he will go past you. And then you will have to re-aim, readjust, and that's valuable time lost. You do not want to do that. Just put some distance between you and the enemy in the first place, and you will be fine. Alright, now. Good tactic to have. I'm kicking somebody at the door, just in case. And then bring in the rest of the team.
Come on.
The point of this early gameplay is to actually rendezvous with the spy. That's the goal here.
Yes.
And he will be vital. There are lots of ways to finish this mission, but my personal favorite involves actually almost exclusively the spy. You're gonna see it's an interesting way of quickly solving this mission.
Hello, old boy. What the hell are you doing here?
I came as quick as I could. We do not have much time.
Time for what?
It is understood that at 1100 hours, that dog O'Donnell is meeting with Nazi generals. He will give them information about key Allied movements. This is his planned route. We have to stop him at all costs.
Hey, Spooky, you're the spy. Don't you have anything else for us?
Looks like we have three options. 1. Duke, you could take up a sniping position on his entry or exit from the car. 2. There are explosives at the construction site. They could be used to destroy his vehicle, but as it is armor-plated, it will not kill him. Thirdly, I could sneak in using a high-ranking uniform and get close enough to eliminate him. Remember that as soon as he is eliminated, we will have to escape with haste.
Hang on, one question. Where are we?
Have you not guessed yet? Berlin.
And there you have it. We are in Berlin and not in Stalingrad anymore. Funnily enough, the half of the Stalingrad campaign plays out in Berlin, but yeah, you know how that is. Alright, so we have the three options here, as the spy laid it out.
All ready, sir.
We can use the sniper, we can use the sapper, or we can use the spy to kill the general. First, let me see where I am right now because
Go on.
I'm not
Yes?
exactly sure. I think we are at the central crossroads right now here underneath. Just quickly take a peek. Now we're actually at the edge of the map. I am not going to be exiting here though. This is a meaningless spot to exit. So let's go down again. So anyway, the thing here is that you will have to activate one set of equipment, either the sniper rifle,
Yes?
the bombs. Oh, let's not do that now.
Doing it.
Or you'll have to find some syringes. I'm not gonna use either of them. I'm gonna kill the general with a grenade.
It's done, sir. Doing it. On my way.
Just in case he saw me. I'm pointing my gun at the door. I don't think he did, but... You know, half the battle in these Commandos games is fighting with the interface here. You gotta be patient about it. That's how it goes.
Leave it
And
to me, sir.
now, we'll do this again for the other guy.
Good. On my way.
Alright, so 2 down. The third guy is trickier because he has a gun, so we will have to kill him loudly. Let's wait for him to make just one more pass. And as soon as he goes, we will take position and try and kill him with our weapon.
All done, sir.
Alright, just casually take a position here. The good thing is that other enemies do not hear you underground. So you get that to your advantage and you better use it.
Leave it to me, sir.
Alright, we get some additional weaponry here. I'm gonna keep collecting those. I could divide them among our men, but yeah, I'm not gonna be using them much in this mission, so it's not really a reason to. Alright, let me just quickly point my gun to one of the other doors and bring in the rest of my crew. And by the way, the spy... Let's take,
What?
and you can see, yes, that's what I was gonna talk about, so let's read this. Disguise. Use the uniforms you steal to disguise and enable you to walk among them. The spy can distract enemies while disguised, and depending on the rank of the uniform can order them to look at any direction or to leave their position to allow your men to pass. It's very useful because depending on the rank of uniform you have, you can, for example, with this lower rank uniform, you can make somebody talk to you and have them look at a certain area and only that area.
Let's go, sir.
If you steal, however, one officer's uniform, then you can actually make them move towards the location that you want. Alright, let me quickly check out with Tiny here where we are. I'm looking for a specific spot to exit, and this is not it. Because I know that at that particular spot, you can easily steal a uniform from an officer. Alright, so we do have to keep looking here. I think we have to go this way. I'm waiting because there's another enemy making his rounds, as you can see right there. And it's actually pretty tough to make the kill here. You have to sync your movements with 2 soldiers. She's really not easy. I guess we'll have to take a chance here.
Uh-huh.
All right, so let's point our gun here.
Uh-huh.
Let's also have another guy helping us if he wants to, because yeah, the interface is not helping at all
I'm your
here.
man. Uh-huh.
All right, now he did. He doesn't seem to be coming though, so let's see. Maybe he didn't notice the body. It seems like he doesn't react. All right, we will use this to our advantage. As soon as he leaves, we will take a position and kill him with the gun. All right, so I'm guessing we will have to take a chance here, because they actually do not sync their movements. Maybe you will get lucky in your playthrough, and they will, but it's a bit unlikely, it seems so. Alright, let's wait for him one time more to move.
All done, sir.
Alright, now the trick is to get really close here.
Uh-huh.
Right, else you won't be in range. Do not stop too early. We took a hit, but it's okay.
Uh-huh.
I think we have medpacks anyway, so.
I'm ready, sir.
Yes.
Alright, see what happened there? Just be careful whenever you click a group. Excuse me. So whenever you click a group and have them pass through a single door, sometimes the third guy or the fourth guy, they choose to take a different route because they do not fit, presumably, through the door. So always be sure to either take them one by one or have be mindful of who you leave behind.
Ready, sir.
And be ready to quickly select him and order him back. Alright, so we gotta be on the right spot now. It's either this or this ladder up. Alright, I'm actually gonna leave this gun for somebody else now. I have enough bullets.
All done, sir.
So let me bring in the German. He's gonna be the star of the show anyway. You wouldn't have guessed it because I haven't used him up to now, but he will be.
That was easy.
Yes?
Alright, so let's take a peek up here, see where we are. Nope, it's the next hole. I want to come up here. By the way, you know what? I haven't shown you what's on the map here, so let me do a quick tour to you. Well, so first of all, welcome to Berlin, I guess. So what happens here? We are supposed to kill a general, right? As the objective is, kill the traitor. The game does a very bad job at telling you who he is and where he will emerge. Right, so the traitor is General O'Donnell. He's actually the guy who we saw in the last episode in the first mission, boarding the plane. He will be coming with a car from here. Right, he will go up to this building. And then, well, actually his car is gonna come, right? He's not in the car yet. He is inside this building. The car will park here. He will get out, go with the car and proceed, I think, through this route here, towards this building. You can kill him out of here is the first spot you can do this. Well, you could also lay a bomb along his route, I guess, but that's not really easy to do. Or you can kill him inside here with a spy. The second way is very difficult, so I like to go with the first one. The easiest place to kill him by far is when he exits the building here, right? So the car will park and you will have 1 or 2 seconds to kill him while he exits. And I will show you how we'll do that later on. First though, we are not in the correct spot. I want to go to this manhole over here because there's an officer right there and I need his uniform. So let's get Tiny back down. Let's gather everybody to the next staircase.
Stay out of my way.
What?
Uh-huh.
Alright, so now it's time for the German I'm sorry, I keep saying German. The French guy to be the star of the show.
Uh-huh.
Let's take a quick peek, although it's not necessary because I'm have a uniform. Or you know what? Actually, it is necessary because while we will emerge here, this guy overlooks where we are exiting. So now I exit, immediately duck down. Oh, you know what? No, I'm just gonna go quickly here and hide until he comes back.
Oui,
So
monsieur.
let me quickly switch positions maybe. I'm feeling more confident
Oui.
over here. Because he will stop here and I do not remember where he looks. Maybe he looks backwards and that's not gonna go good for me, so.
Oui, monsieur.
Alright, so now we'll use the syringes. Quickly take him back here.
Uh-huh.
And take his clothes, of course.
Uh-huh.
And now we have an officer's uniform. Now the game opens up.
Uh-huh.
And we only have to worry about Gestapo guys not seeing us, right? So just let me quickly show you here. Guys that are in uniforms like this, and it also says Gestapo Sergeant, if you see, right? Or even fellow officers, be mindful, fellow officers can also spot you. So avoid these two kinds of enemies. Anyway, so what do we do now? Actually, the first thing we should do is try and obtain some grenades.
Oui,
Right,
monsieur.
so because we will have a timer
Oui.
in the future, right? So we will have 15 minutes, sorry, to execute our plan. I'm gonna do a bit planning ahead since I know what's gonna happen.
Service.
We will kill the traitor from this rooftop, right? So I want it to be clear.
Oui.
I don't really have many means of killing soldiers here. I only have my syringes, so I have to be strategic with it.
Oui.
There are 2 enemies up here, if I remember correctly. Oh, there's actually only 1. Yeah, that works even better.
Oui.
First, let's get the grenades. And remember, the grenades can be used by anybody in this game. You do not have to use them with a sapper.
Finished.
Right, that was the case, I think, in earlier games. It's not in this game, though.
At your service.
Actually, let's wait for him.
Oui. Oui. Uh-huh.
I'll just leave him here. I'm worried because there's another guy here and I do not want him to see me. You can see him right now very well. But he is there. Trust me. Yeah, there he is. You see him? That's the guy I'm talking about. Alright, so now
Oui,
what we
monsieur.
will do, the master plan here is, let me show you. Once the car gets here and parks, we can use a grenade for that split second that General O'Donnell exits and kill him. Right, so let me quickly check something out
Go
though.
on.
Do I have other grenades? Because I would actually really like to have more of them.
Done.
Yes?
How about you? No, it doesn't seem to be enough grenades here. We should find more because the German doesn't really have the option to kill any other way. So it would be very advantageous if you could find more grenades. Because I'm gonna use 1 or 2 grenades here to kill O'Donnell. And then I also need to somehow transport my team out of harm's way. So they will exit from this manhole here. And as you can see, it's crawling with enemies. So I would really like to eliminate most of them. Right, so that's why I would like to have more grenades.
All mine.
For the time being, though, I searched this, didn't I? And just make sure, yes, I did. All right,
Très
cool.
bien.
And of course, once this is all done, we will have to gather our team here in this car and escape. It's really easy once you do because the car escapes this way down. So you will not have to worry about enemies shooting at you. You do not really need to clear the field here from enemies. Alright, first though,
Oui.
let's see. I wonder if I can find some more grenades. Remember, a funny thing about using the spy here, you cannot run because they will see you, and that's normal.
Oui.
But you can crawl, right? So if I start crawling here and people look at me, they do not think any less of me, right? So they just let me be. They do not suspect I'm a spy or anything. That's what I'm getting at. Right, so now, for example, here I will start crawling because I know that there are lots of officers here. Right, for example, there's one here. He's also a Gestapo sergeant. There are some officers here. These are Gestapo guys. You do not want to be seen by them. And there's also a patrol making rounds. These guys, they come up to here and they take a peek.
At your service.
And you also do not want to get seen by them. I came here for this box, first of all. Oh, and there's just Molotov, huh? Okay. I don't think I can use Molotovs. Yeah, that's a privilege held only by the sapper. I think there are grenades here though, so let's go for that box. Also, this box, mind you, starts the countdown timer. Right, once you open this box and take out the bombs that are stashed in here, you will see a counter on the top right corner of your screen, counting down from 15 minutes. Right, that's the time you have to kill the until the General O'Donnell emerges. Right. So keep that in mind. You will have to have a plan after that. So right before you open this box, save.
Finished.
Alright, now he goes to his second position. I do not want to be seen by this guy. All the other guys I don't mind. And by the way, if you only want to avoid one guy, it's really easy to do. I'm gonna show you right now.
Oui.
You just walk around them once you know how they move. For example, I know this guy will turn to his right shoulder to move away.
All mine.
See? Now that gives me the time to get my 2 extra grenades, which are gonna be hugely important. Let's take both of the bombs. You never know what happens. And now you will see, as soon as I exit the screen, the countdown starts. So pay attention to the upper right part.
Finished.
And you see, the countdown has started. Alright, let's go and stay on his right side. He will once again turn towards his left shoulder. And now we are free to go. Alright. So you can keep walking. Just forget, do not run. In this part down here, we are at the edge of the map right now. There are only casual soldiers, only irregular soldiers. So you do not have any trouble moving freely.
Oui, monsieur.
Right, so by the way, you do not have to wait for this, right, to count down. You can press on this like a button and have it immediately stop counting. But of course, we do want to get in position first.
Oui.
Right, so I will position myself here and then call the timer.
Oui. Oui.
Alright, so one important final thing of note here. You should duck right now, because that doesn't prohibit you from tossing grenades. You can see. But once you start throwing them, everybody's gonna be looking towards here, and some of these Gestapo guys might see you, right? So be sure to duck. Alright, and now we will call the timer off. And you'll see the car will come from here. Remember, General O'Donnell is in here currently. He's not in the car, so do not attack the car right now. Plus, this is an armored car, so once somebody's in it, you cannot kill them. Alright, now you have the grenade at the ready. Let me maybe get a better angle here. That's the correct angle. Do not worry if the first grenade doesn't kill him, because you only have a split second. If you throw the first grenade early enough, that will startle him and he will not get inside the car. Alright, so let's see. Did he survive? I think I killed him. Yeah, there you see it. He's dead. So right now the objective is escape with all of your men in the Kubelwagen near the prison door.
Oui, monsieur.
Right now we are actually we can actually relax somewhat. Because we do not have a timer anymore, right? There are extra soldiers on the screen, but we do not have to rush or anything. Alright, so eventually everybody will return to their regular positions. So you should operate with that in mind. Now, we just have to get our team outside and to that car.
Oui.
And as I said before, the way to do that is to clear the field here. Do not worry about the tank really much. It doesn't
Oui,
really
monsieur.
seem to see you. At least not in this part. Alright, now, you have to have some synchronization or some luck here.
At your service.
So, let me throw a grenade. Let's see, we have 3 grenades. So this is gonna make our life much more easy. Can throw one here.
All mine.
And you see they didn't see me. As soon as they bunch up, you can throw the second one. And I have one to spare, which I'm not gonna use right now. I'll let this guy return to his original position. Beware though, and I will duck here, because what happens is guys from here will see their dead comrades. You see them? They come running, and this is an officer. He can see you. He's a Gestapo surgeon. He can also see you, right? So you better be ducked down just in case. They will not come a second time, so once they leave, you're pretty much safe. But it's really no downside to being in prone position, so do that. Alright, let's wait for this guy to assume his original position as well. Alright, and now
Service.
we can kill this guy.
Oui. Oui.
Or actually just leave him there. Alright, so right now nobody's looking at this spot. Right, we accomplished what we wanted. Just keep an eye on this guy, because sometimes he can have a twitchy look and look at this spot for a split second. I could also go and talk to him with the spy, of course, but...
I'm ready, sir.
Alright, so I'm gonna emerge my crew one by one. Alright, I do not want to take any risks now. Because sometimes when you take the whole group, you saw what happened. Some of them go another route. Of course, you should immediately duck down as soon as you're out of here.
Allez.
And now we will go this way, of course, because that's where the car is. Alright, I'm not gonna bring up the rest of the guys right now. There's no reason to, and you never know who might see them. So, let's keep it clean. Let's only use those 2 guys. Alright, so first off, let's bring the spy here, and we will use him to distract this guy.
Oui.
Alright, so nobody can see him. You can see here. except for this guy, right? So you have to synchronize your movements with him. This guy can also not see him. You see, this is a very nice position he's stopping, and use that definitely to your advantage.
I'm ready, sir.
Yeah, he doesn't want to pick him up, I guess. You have to fight with the UI sometimes. That's just how Commandos is. So be saving often, just to be on the safe side. You will have to replay some of these.
Well done, sir.
Alright, so now let's move on to the next guy.
Done.
And actually, there's not a lot of them you have to worry. Just this one. Right, this guy is the one we want to take out. Because this guy lets you crawl unseen. This guy also lets you crawl here unseen. Right, so you can bypass them. And this third guy, well, he doesn't really see much, does he? Right, so this is the only guy you have to worry about. And yeah, do not get seen by this guy as well. But, well, you have to, if you're prone, you will be safe.
Always ready.
So let's use some of our remaining syringes here
Oui.
to kill this dude.
All mine.
I will wait for him to go back here just in case, you know. Do not want anybody to see him by chance.
Going there. That was easy.
Alright, so right now we do not even need the German to accomplish this. Right, we can simply bring out our guys.
What?
And go towards the escape car. So this is the easy part of the mission. Just stick around a bit longer for me to show you how you get...
Going now.
You get by without being seen. So I will bring my guys one by one here.
All right.
There's not much of a chance being seen here, but it pays to be careful. Alright, and now slowly does it. Remember this, because if you move all of them together, you might run in trouble. So,
I see.
I will move them for the first part together, but when we get to this area here,
Orders, sir.
I should split them up and have them
Let's go.
crawl one by one, unseen. Because if I click them all together, some of them will go up here, some of them will go back, and it's gonna be a mess.
Stay
So
out of my way.
let's go with Tiny, for example, first. Just make sure don't get seen by this guy, because you see there's a little bit here of dark green, of light green rather, where he can see you. Alright, let's
Team.
you know what, let's just try this. Let's try and
Understood.
bring them together. Two of them seem to be fitting, because they have to crawl side by side. If you notice, they never crawl behind one another. That's what makes them
Understood.
tough to move around sometimes.
Ready. Go ahead. Understood.
Right, and I think right now it's all clear sailing. Just let me show you one thing you have to worry about still. And that's the guy up here.
We're ready, sir.
Alright, so he moves away. we are clear to go inside the car and escape the mission. And that's how you do it. Mission completed, and that concludes the Stalingrad. Alright, thanks for watching. Be sure to tune into the next one. We will do Central Europe next.